Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, beautiful friend. It's me, Robin Hallett, intuitive healer and light sparkler at robinhallett.com. And this is Morning Magic. Morning Magic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's our time to come together and share in light. To share, I'm trying to plug in my charger too, and plug in your charger. Share in the remembrance of who you truly are, who I truly am, what we're really doing, what we're really about. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that the night was kind and gentle, that you had a beautiful day yesterday since we were last together. I hope that you're doing wonderfully well, and the weather in your heart is good. It's okay, and even if it's not, or it's something, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I love all of how you are, and all of how you show up, and all the ways it's feeling. I just want to really be sure I'm saying that. Welcome in all of it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, how are you? How are you? Can I say hi to you? Can I say hi to you? Hi, Josie. Hi, Carol. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Allie. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Tanya. I said that already. Hi again. Hi again. Hi again. Friends. Hi, number one kiddo. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Allie. All right. Friends. How's the weather in your heart today? How are you? Good evening. Roxanne, where are you? Oh, good morning. I'm reading two at the same time. I'm a little bit in a space that feels like I'm deeply in a place, my friends. So, I love that at 9 o'clock it was time to come here and be with you. I love that so much. So that's how the weather in my heart is, feeling things deeply and connecting things deeply. And sometimes when that happens, I get a little worried that I won't be able to function in the world again as a normal person. You get all the secrets here if you come here. Sometimes it's a practice to stay in the do and talk about things like, I don't even know, I bet you get it though. So it is Friday. It's almost the weekend. It's still a weekend. Even in a pandemic, even in a global awakening, it's still time for you to enjoy and relax and look forward and play. Anyone remember? Play. As I see number one husband walking home right now, crossing the street in his Star Trek t-shirt. So cute. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's interesting. I was sitting outside. I said a prayer. I've been practicing Ho'oponopono this morning, and also my usual do, Paul Selig and the guides. I know who you are in truth. I see God in all before me now. Just lots of practice today. And of course, my Course in Miracles. The light has come. The light has come. And I had this moment where I was like, I'm not upset. That's not it. I'm just deep. And I think there's a story, and I wonder if you'll relate that when I'm in a serious, deep, loving, actually, God place, people don't want me at their party. So I started to feel into that and just welcome her as a little girl, this little girl. And so, yes, I went and got her some flowers, and I said, "You're so welcome at the party. It's beautiful. Somebody has to hold the weight on the hot air balloon. Somebody has to be thinking about these things." But you know what happened right then? Two birds. I better put the coffee down because it's very full, Judy. Two birds came and buzzed my face. I am not, when I say my face, I mean I could feel like almost the weight of a feather. Two little sparrows. And I love that because do you know the Bible verse, keep your eye on, he has his eye on the sparrow? I keep it right here on the floor. Yeah, I'm just like, so that's how I'm coming here. I got the flowers, the birds buzzed me, and here we go, my friends. You know, this is one of those times where the outer is transforming the inner. I know I've been saying this to you for a minute now. Things happening on your insides are being activated by what's going on in the world. And so it's very important to be holding hands with yourself and holding hands with your posse and holding hands with the world, staying present on all the levels. You know, can you feel how important that is? Because you want to matter, and you want what matters to you, but you want to matter. You want to know if you matter. You want to know if you, how many times have you said to me, I wonder if I make a difference. I wonder if I'm doing anything meaningful. You want to matter. So you have to matter to yourself right now. You have to care about the inner. So you can't just be, I'm going to stay with the hot air balloon feeling, Miss Tanya. What was the name of that cool movie? I can't remember. On Amazon. Animators? No. Anyway, you can't just be the hot air balloon lifting higher, higher, higher without. So pause, reconnecting. Am I still here, loves? Let me just hang on with me, okay? Hang on with me. Let me just double check my Wi-Fi. No, it looks super good. So give me 1 second. Close your eyes if you're wiggly when I do things on the camera. Let me just make sure. Okay, I'm definitely plugged in. All right. Okay, keep your eyes closed. I'm still wiggling things. Okay, there. So, gotta keep our eye on this stuff and stay present with us. And really, yesterday's, if you didn't hear it, yesterday's talk, I talked with you about how the ego has its own agenda, and the ego's agenda secretly is always about suffering. Please, I want her to suffer. I want her to be in her upset, in her fear. I want her to be in her terror. It doesn't ever tell you that. It's just striving. So we have to do our work to stay present and in love with ourselves. And I don't mean like romantic love. I mean remembering we are spirit. Yeah, so let me get caught up with you here, friend. Thank you, friends. I'm glad you like the flowers. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. Thank you. Good morning, friends joining. Thank you, Melanie. You'll always want me at your dance party, Josie. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Amy. Hi, friends joining. Beautiful story. Thanks, Roxanne. Yeah, the sparrows. They flew right up onto the deck. I saw it happening. They flew down from we have like a little swallow, I don't know what, a house, a little barn house thing for birds. And they just together came right at me in tandem and went, it was so, I just put it down and sat there. It's kind of huge when things like that happen. Not kind of. It's a miracle, and that's my miracle. Yeah. I'm so glad somebody can relate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tenderness for your little self. And yeah, so Tanya says, love hearing this insight about being deep. I think I tend to confuse that sometimes with confusion. I love your perspective. Thank you. Yeah, so that's a great naming there. I thank you for that. And I know other people relate to that. We go deep, we connect, and then we start telling the story. It's not not the person, not the God self, not the Christ light, not the highest self, inner awakened one who's lifetime after lifetime. You and I are hanging out. That's the deal. It's the other one. It's all the little selves. It's the ego self saying, for what Tanya's sharing, confusion, for Robin, people are going to think you're sad and they're going to try and do stuff to you so you're not sad anymore. And it's fear. All of it is fear. And can we greet the fear with love and just say, no, like those birds that came and flapped me. And the other day I was talking about Winston and the slippers. I told you the story about my mom's boyfriend who clapped somebody across the ears with her high heel shoes. Sometimes we just need a little come back. Yeah. Carrie says, with you, lots of tenderness for my little self. Aeronauts, that's the show. Thank you. Yes, I'm so glad. So, beloveds, if it's feeling like that for you, yeah, what Roshni said, yep, that's the do. That's what we're all doing now. And we need to continue walking forward or fearward or trust and allow. And it's so important to have some organizing principles for yourself now. There is so much happening, and there's so much more happening than we even know. And there's a way that, I want to be up on world events. Let's say if that's something that ever happens to you, I want to make sure I'm in the know. I want to make a difference. I want to, learning a lot about different things now. There's that learner in us that wants to be up on all the things. And I say, verily I say, let's stay in our hearts. Let's stay in our center and also remember the inner. If we're not in, where's my Kleenex, people? Here it is. I got it. My homemade Kleenex. I have a little pile over here. Apparently only in this color. This is my favorite color, by the way. So there it is. If I'm not in the upper room, if I'm not in my elevated self, if I'm not remembering my highest self, if I'm not remembering who I truly am, when I say elevated, I think I'm just referring to that work from Paul or my higher self. I'm not talking about your mood, okay? Because a lot of times I feel very weighted, like today, but I am not feeling sad or anything, or down or anything. But there's a temptation for everyone to label it that way, including me sometimes. But if I'm not coming from a place of light, of memory, I know who you are. I know you. I love the line in the second movie of Lord of the Rings when, I could get off on a tangent about Lord of the Rings and just about anything, but there's this great battle, and the king I'm thinking of says, I know this face. He comes up out of his dream, and he says, I know this face. I mean, that's the deal. We have to keep knowing who this is, really. And when the suffering happens, pay attention. It's guidance, it's information, but don't follow it blindly. Got to keep knowing who you are. So if we're not coming from this place of, let's just say, expanded self, like that, Did any sparks shoot out? I don't know. But if we're not coming from there, chances are what's coming in is going to go into the suffering bone. It's over there somewhere. So just, I hope that makes sense. Yeah. We can all relate to each other today. That makes me feel super thrilled. And Jeff is, I bet, saying back to you, Miss Roshni, and everyone, not just to one person, but maintaining your own mental health and peace by itself makes a difference in the world. I wish more of us really believed that. I mean, it's because it is the truth with a capital T. Little Carrie is worrying of disappointmenting. Yeah, so, what is the medicine she needs, honey? Ask her. I've been doing that a lot this week in healing sessions. That's one nice barometer for me. And I just want to say, lack of funds is never an issue for me, friends. So if the time is for you and there's an issue around funds, please reach out. There's a reason I do this work, and it's not about money. I gotta say, I just wanted to say that, but I've been sitting with people in sessions this week, and we've been talking to that little one and asking her or him, what do you need? What did you need? What did you need? So try that on and let me know if that feels good. Allie says, right, it's hard not to think that if you are lighthearted and happy, you're doing it right, and if you're heavy, you're not. Exactly, because what the F? It sort of makes me think of the people. I mean, there's power in all of it. It makes me think of the people on the Titanic playing the violins, playing the music. It has a huge purpose in calming people down, but there was definitely a stroke of, somebody said, get this out so people aren't freaked out, and all of it is necessary. It's just, so you're necessary in how you're feeling. Exactly as you are, you're necessary. So long as you're not tearing anyone else down because you're not happy. I mean, that's not what I'm talking about, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Good morning, friends joining later. Yeah. Melanie, rewatching all the Hobbit movies, highly recommended. That's beautiful. Hi, if you're just joining. Hello on the replay. So friends, yes, let's hear what your word or your vibe is for the day today. Float. The vibe is float. Melanie's word is remember. And also I will say a big hearty cheers to you with so much love in my heart. I hope you can feel that love today and receive it for yourself as well. Cheers. Can there be any more slurping? Here we go. Carrie's word is rise. I love remember too. That's really sticking with me. And float. I also love glide. Rise for Carrie. Possibility for Roshni. Be still and know for Josie. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's beautiful. So, welcome friends just joining. Feel for Angie. Rise for Stuart. Belonging. Inspired from yesterday's morning magic, I woke up feeling I belong to my own light. That was magical yesterday. I mean, it is every day. I'm blown away by, depending on who's there, how the messages are coming through. And I've been really trusting in that we're all being carried. And as we continue to practice surrendering and allowing these truths to become evident, like, you know, a story of I don't belong turns into, wait a minute, I belong to my own light. It's amazing, isn't it? So thank you. I love that. I even went back and listened, which I've only done one other time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving all of these too. Roxanne's word is shine. Shine. Melanie is rewatching The Hobbit, and I have to say, I'm going to start again because anything you guys talk about, it resonates. And I think that's important to know. This is our posse. Somehow it's like aligned, not somehow, we're aligned hearts. So recommendations here feel like holy suggestions, sacred suggestions. Also, I woke up with the Michael Jackson song in my head. You are not alone. I am here with you. Is that one? That's the one? Sing it for us a little bit, okay? Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart. Is that it? Remember for Tanya. Ground for Jeffy. I went to the beach the other day, and I sat in the driveway, and I was like, God, what am I doing? It was the first day I really went out alone. I've told you this a little bit, but really? Is this time? Is it ready? Is it right? And right then the song Beat It came on from Michael Jackson. Beat it! Beat it! I was like, okay, I am beating it. I pulled out of the driveway and went. Okay, good. Yeah. Did you sing with me, though? That's what I want to know. Jeffrey Hallett, ground. Except for Amanda. That's beautiful. For Debbie, new beginnings. Amen. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Yeah. So, I'm picking a word. I want to pick a word too today. I love that. As we continue to pick words, I keep seeing affirmations around on the importance of the guiding principle of the day, if like aligning intentionally your principle of the day. And I've been thinking a lot about specialness. The ego term for the ego's need for specialness and how it actually drives the suffering deeper, drives us to be more alone and lost, and thinking of the specialness of the kingdom, specialness of God, specialness of, you know, you can't get more special than that. So I've been considering that word, and I don't know, should I do it today? That's my, I know there's no shoulds, but I'm like, I guess I feel a little fear around it because it feels like I have a story of specialness too. Small self specialness, not knowing if it matters, what I do matters. So I'm going to read this from Kelly. I'm noticing a loneliness lately, and it isn't from being alone. It is being surrounded by being around so many who seem empty and saying that isn't saying they offer nothing or they are bad. But in this space of coming from fear and not having. So being here is such a light and refuels my energy. And thank you, love. That is so beautiful. And that's something that I speak to and I'm not saying they don't have anything to offer. Knowing who we are in truth needs no disclaimer. And recognizing, think about this, what we're saying, recognizing that people are not awake, I'll say the shorthand, or they're not really, where their focus is not really on the awakened journey. That feels like powerful information to receive, because just from everything that's going on, that feels like powerful knowing. And then there's something we can do as inspirers, as light sparklers, as healers, as awakened ones walking this journey, and that is to look at everyone in a place of, I know who you are in truth. I know what you are in truth. And I know how you serve in truth. You are free. You are free. You are free. That helps them. That offers them silently. That offers them something. But also, your discernment is important, because I want to say an analogy that's not really coming to me right, but it's like, I wouldn't go to Dr. Pimple Popper if I had a broken arm, to set my broken arm. Yeah, you probably know some stuff, but I want to see you no, I am never going to have her pop my pimples, ever. First of all, no. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what happens. You know, we put ourselves in the hands of people who are not awake. This is how we got wounded. This is how the world gets wounded. People are elected who are not awake, and the world is waking up. But that's the beauty of it. Everything is being dredged up now by the psychic digger, and all these truths come to light. New truths come to light. You know, we're not being honest if we say something different than what's really going on. So it's okay. I love that. Thank you for, and again, anything I said is just adding to. It's not what Kelly said, but thank you for mentioning that. So there is a loneliness and an emptiness, and I feel it too. And that means where there's an intersection, I'm going to put this book down. I've been holding for like the last 10 minutes the book and then my glasses in the weirdest way. I'll put these down. I'll get them again if I need them. The Tao that can be named is not the Tao. Is that what you're talking about, Melanie? Would you type it here if that isn't that? Amen. And if not, that's probably a good one to go with. We're in a position to notice not only the loneliness, to notice the opening, my friend. The opening. There's an opening. When somebody wants to just be unconscious. I guess that sounded judgy. When you're noticing somebody is not awakened in the light. I don't know, man, words are funny. But you know what I mean. There's a tendency to go, oh, there go, you know, like you're picking up rocks. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. You're making your way. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. There's so many more unawake people who don't remember their light, but there's this gorgeous opening, and it's for you. That opening is for you. Okay, well, anyone curious, look up 20 of the Tao, verse 20, speaking to the aloneness. There's this opening, anyway, it's for you. So you're at some place, or you're noticing this stuff, and you're noticing the focus. There's this opening there for you, the light sparkler. Now, you're going to assume you're supposed to say something, you know? What do we say? There's a lot of awareness around this. Now, what do we say when people are doing X, Y, and Z? What do we say? That's great, but in this case, when you notice people like that, and you feel all the energy around it, stay in your center, and remember this opening. It's like a cave between the two of you, and there's light in there somewhere. What do you want to do? And what do you notice? Because for me, right away, there's a lot of energy there, like, like I say, if you talk like this, I mean, I can't even tell you. It's fresh the last time I was made fun of for being, doing this for a living, or whatever you call it, or doing this for my, not a living, but you know, like for my, when people say, what do you do? That's not the real world, Robin, you know? So that's what's standing in front of that opening for me. And I sometimes go into that, and then I don't help because I worry. I care more about the specialness of my small self. I want to be seen as in the know and cool and, you know, like cool. I want to talk about things, but you know, that's not honest. So you can hold people in love without lecturing anybody. I know who you are in truth. You are a spark of the divine. Spark of the divine. You don't teach this to people. You don't lecture them. Yeah. Yeah. Debbie's talking about breaking up, going your own way. That's honest, because if I'm not free to be me, then I'm here in fear. I'm here in fear. And here in fear is not honest. It is not honoring of you or them. And it's the one way to seal the deal that things will never change. So, you know, so much love. I'm going through a similar breakup right now. And it's deep, and there's a lot more time to spend allowing the grief to be here than I sometimes acknowledge. I surprise myself by that. So I hope you're doing all right. Yeah. You know, and all the apostles have a part to play is a beautiful way to say it. Because it's true. We need all of it. Even the, you know, the people who misbehave, the people who break our hearts. Thank you. If I hadn't been through my own experiences of being hurt and, you know, harmed, terrified, terrorized, I just don't even know. Where would I be? And also, what's happening in the world now? You know, I sometimes make this joke that if Donnie T wasn't in the White House, how much longer would we be waiting for the pieces that are coming in now? So even though things look broken and torn down and worse than ever before, it seems, you know, powerful miracles are coming. The hand of God is coming, y'all. Coming. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And also, back to what Amy said, you know, when we realize that people are making their way, it's very exciting to me. Some dear and near friends are making their way now, starting to get into different things. It's very exciting. And it's good to remember your process with the awakening in the way it happened for you as well. And it's so beautiful, because if we were all there, there would be nobody to talk to the one who's here. And I remember that all the time. You know, sometimes the gap is so huge we can't understand what the F the teacher is saying. Have you ever had that experience? Even in school, if you got bumped up a level or to different math class, or, you know, something happened and you know what that's like. The gap is so huge you can't grasp it. You can't even get it. So it's such a blessing that there's so many of us at so many places with so many levels of excitement. And when it starts to happen, it's beautiful. It's like seeing a bud form on a flower. I grew these from seed, you know? These little nasturtiums from seeds. It's so beautiful. Here they come. Every day I'm out there like, oh my goodness, here it comes, here it comes. So exciting. So exciting. Yeah. Well, you probably don't get mad, Amy. It's probably guidance. I don't know if you remember my resentment story last week. You know, that's the thing. If I get mad, could I ask myself, is this guidance? Instead of I am mad. You know, those are powerful words. So yeah, I love all the apostles have a part to play. Every single one of us has a sliver of the diamond we must show up and speak to. The one is pure, from Tanya, the one is pure and silent. Why go on talking? The most radiant in me has never said a word. Kelly said, I just saw a thing about the satisfaction of growing from a seed. I gotta say, you know, if you're following your hunches and you're doing the things, there's always some meaning that comes back later. It's powerful, you know? I'm getting the book. Even when, you know, just even like we've talked about taking this birdhouse down, that those, I got dive bombed by the sparrows. I keep saying swallows, but they were little sparrows. Wow. Though, of course, God always finds a way. Am I right? So, I just wanted to read a passage from the Course in Miracles, and then I will offer a little healing for anyone who wants to stick around today. This is from Lesson 91. Miracles are seen in light. I'm just going to read what I like from this section for you. Because you get to do it your way. The miracle is always there. The miracle is always there. And a miracle needs to become a central thought in a central idea in your thought system. Expect miracles. A miracle is a shift in your perception. What I once saw as shit, what I once saw as crap, I now see is holy. The mischief is now the magic. The terror is now the freedom. The miracle is always there. You will see them in the light. You will not see them in the dark. The denial of the light leads to a failure to perceive it. And so that's where we go when we say, you know, everybody has Buddha nature. There's a spark of the divine in all of us. I'm standing at the opening. The door is round, you know? Don't go back to sleep. I'm standing at the opening of this place between me and you. Don't go back to sleep. Let me have a miracle. Please give me, show me the way. Show me the way. And it's a silent thing. It's not you lecturing. It's not you expounding all your wise stuff. Expounding? Is that the word? You know, it's not that. It's you knowing who someone is and shining in who you are. So to the small self, the faith lies in darkness. I believe I'm a piece of crap. If I only, heal my piece of crap nature, if I only learn better about what this movement really means, if I can only recite what Juneteenth is elegantly, eloquently, erudite, let me be that, then just sit with this. Find your own examples. Your faith lies in darkness, not the light. That's what the small self needs to know. It needs to be brought in. How can this be reversed? For you, little self, it's impossible. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Not gonna happen. But you're not alone in this. 3 times today, if you want to try with me, let's play together today. 3 times today, set aside a quiet moment. It says 10 minutes, but just a moment is good. Sincere moment of practice. Try to leave your weakness behind. And the weakness is simply, I am small, I'm a piece of crap, the world is going to hell, I'm mentally, unstable, I don't have it together, don't let people know, I'm struggling, whatever it is, whatever your story is. I see the loneliness and I feel lonely, whatever it is. Try to leave your weakness behind. Instruct yourself that you're in for the light, you're in for the miracle. I'm paraphrasing a lot. If you come to lesson 91, you will see that. But here's the thing. Faith goes to what you want. And you instruct your mind accordingly. Attention flows where I'm placing it. And then the awareness grows. So what I think about expands. As a man thinketh. Some old books, Reaping and sowing. What I reap, I have sown in the field. This is what I've planted. This is what I'm seeing the evidence of. So, what you think you are is a belief to be undone. But what you really are must be revealed to you. What you think you are is a belief to be undone. I like Abraham Hicks says, beliefs are just thoughts we keep thinking. We think a thought long enough and then it feels true. And, I'm still working out that story that I don't make a difference. That what I offer isn't valuable. I don't know. It takes time to work that out of the ego has its favorite hits, top 10, top 20, top 5. So if you hit these familiar places and they feel so real to you, I hope you'll remember me today. May you please remember this today. What you think you are is a belief to be undone. But what you really are must be revealed to you. And that means, shh, like Josie said, be still and know. Shh. Be still and know that I am. So then there's a practice that says, what are you? If you're not an ego, if you're not a little self who sucks it big time. 7th grade, this girl wrote, you suck it big time. I'll put the note on my chair. You suck it big time. I went up on stage and gave a talk. Some of these things were healing for a long time, you guys. It's okay. And so, if that's the story you have going on, that's a belief to be undone. And it may take some time to unwind from that, because the ego has a long history of investment in that story. What you think you are is a belief to be undone, but what you really are must be revealed to you. So ask, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? This is why when we say, I know who you are in truth, I know what you are in truth, I know how you serve in truth, your energy, your frequency, however you want to call it, shifts. Your perspective is different. Who am I? Who am I? So I want to read you this, and if it feels good, put these glasses down. If it feels good, I invite you to place a hand on your high heart, thymus gland, immune system support. Immune system support. I am not weak. This is who am I? I am not weak, but strong. I am not helpless, but all-powerful. I am not limited, but unlimited. I am not doubtful, but certain. I am not an illusion, but reality. I cannot see in darkness, but I can see in light. So, you will be accustomed to keeping faith with the more worthy in you as we go along. And you are so worthy, love, and I am so worthy, and we are so worthy. Isn't that beautiful? So how about a little healing today? Yeah. So for the one in you, for the one in me, who wants to come into the light and is scared. I'm scared all the time. There's a part of me that's afraid a lot, and the whole energy of fear, and sometimes I have to be talked off the ledge. For sure. Just want you to know that. The one in you that wants to come into the light, and there's fear. There's fear in coming into the light too. This is for him or her, my friends. If it's not for you, just do that. How you doing? Doing okay? This was deep today. There's lots of birds here, Miss Roshni, for sure. Behind me is a whole feeder, and squirrels on the ground, and chipmunks. They look like little baby monkeys. They're so cute. And different birds. We're starting to see the yellow finches now come, and we saw azure bunting, I think they're called. They're bright indigo bunting. Wow, I have never seen, I mean literally this color. They're supposed to be native, or they migrate to Arizona, which I thought was interesting. But now I'm in Illinois. So, okay, seriously now. To the one in you who feels ready to step in more. Miracles are seen in light. Miracles are seen in light. May you know you are a miracle, and so loved and welcomed. And even in your not knowingness, you are so loved. Yeah, there's no judgment, none whatsoever. So I ring the bowl for us today. This is on the replay. If you want to support my work, you can. There's a link in the profile. You can buy me a coffee now. Thanks, Melanie taught me about that. And other ways to support the work. Lots of love. need somebody right now, so I know. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thanks, Tanya. Okay. I ring it for all of you and the kids, too. Thanks, ladies. Thanks, Mama. Kiss now, kiss. Thanks, honey. I'll see you in the morning. And thanks, you guys. Thanks for helping me stay present here. Thank you. Love you. Go get some flowers for your hair today. Boys too, for the boys too.